Thank you, Valley.
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 Thank you, Valley. Thank you, Valley.
Thank you, Valley.
Thank you, Valley. Thank you, Valley. Thank you, Valley.
Thank you, Valley.
Thank you, Valley.
Thank you, Valley.
Thank you, Valley.
Thank you, Valley.
Thank you, Valley.
And thank you, Valley.
Lawrence.
Thank you, Valley.
Thank you, Valley. And I just want to thank all my friends, and thank you, Nathan, for being such a great friend and coming back to Valley. And also to the Guays and to Parker and Ivan and Francis for sticking through it with me all these years. And to my teachers, Mr. Izeki, I love you. We should go crabbing again sometime. And thank you to Mr. Harper, Mrs. Weber, Mrs. Beck, Mrs. Masamori. Big shout out for all the work you've done. Thank you to Coach Walker, Coach Chris Young for all those great years in soccer where we did a lot of good stuff, you know? And thank you to, Daniel Copty. You're like a little brother to me. And let's also thank my parents, because they are the ones who got me here and they allowed me to go to this school for my whole life. Been here for 16 years. Thank you to my brothers for setting up that legacy.
I'd like to thank Mr. Drevich and all the teachers for pouring into me. Thank you to my senior class for being open like a family. I'm going to miss you all so much. Brayden and Ivan, we've been good friends for a long time, and goodbyes are quite hard. Mary, I know that you're going to thrive in senior year. And Matthias, you're going to be in high school. Do well.
Okay, first off, I want to thank my mom, dad, and my older brothers for supporting me throughout all of high school. I love you all. I also want to thank friends like Marissa and Christina, Big D, Ireland, Brittany, and, all the other ones. You know who you are. I love you, and I'm going to miss you guys so much next year. I also want to thank Megan Barnett and Daly Johnson for just supporting me throughout all of high school and allowing me to practically live in their office after school. And I also want to thank teachers like Mrs. Weber and Miss Honey for always having my back.
Thank you to Mrs. K for putting up with me for all those 4 years with math and physics. I don't know how I'm gonna learn math and physics in college without a Russian accent now.
Thanks for all my teachers throughout these 4 years of high school for not only being my teachers, but also my mentors. Thanks for the senior class and all the fun memories we had together. You guys gave me an extended family that I could never ask for. And also to my brother, I'm going to miss you for sure. But just know that whenever you need me, I'll always be there. Telepath.
One that is meant to find is up to you, is up to me. No one can say what we can do. You wanna be free.
So first of all, I would like to thank the class of 2019 for always being there for me, and also I would like to thank all my teachers, especially Ms. Maz and Ms. K and Daly, Casey, for being there for me when I needed the most. And Samuel, Athenia, Cecilia, Max, I will miss you guys a lot, so take care. And last but not least, Haynes, it's been 18 years. College life without you will be different. So have fun college without me, and love you, bro.
I just really want to thank everyone who's had a positive impact on my high school experience. Whether you've been a teacher, a classmate, a friend, or just someone I've smiled to in the hallways, you've had a positive impact on my life so far, and I'm very grateful for you for helping me get to this point in my life. And I'm also really grateful for my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, even my goats. I'm very grateful to them for helping me through all the difficulties of going through high school and applying to college and doing everything like that. So thank you very much, Valley, and fight on.
I'd like to thank Senora Allen for giving us those therapy sessions. We really needed those, so that's why we're not all depressed right now. Yeah. Thank you to Mr. Drevich for teaching me how to attitude of an actor. You're a great mentor for me, and I can't wait to see where I go with the stuff you taught me. So, yeet.
All right, I would first like to thank Mr. Drevich, Mrs. O'Neill, Mrs. Weber, and Mr. Montgomery for being the best teachers in the world and for teaching me a lot more than just academics and for just being amazing role models to me and showing me what it means to just be firm in your faith. I also want to thank my parents for enrolling me at Valley Christian against my wishes initially, but I am very, very happy and pleased that I was able to be here, and I love you guys, and I am excited for my college experience. And I would also like to thank my girlfriend, Erin, and say that I wish you luck in your senior year of high school and wherever you may be in college.
Okay. Thank you, Valley, for being a cool place, for giving me teachers and education. That's important. I want to thank Mr. I, Senora Allen, Mrs. O'Neill, and Mr. Walker for dealing with me all these years and just messing around and having a good time. Thank you, Hannah Johnson. She's really cool. Hottest girl on the hill, let me tell you. I'd like to thank Evan Schwagerly, hottest guy on the hill. That ass, 100. 10 out of 10. Thank you to God, because he's the reason I'm alive.
Anyway, thanks everybody, and thanks to the juniors and sophomores and freshmen. Y'all rock. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you for all the good times, good memories, great classes, good people. Thank you for bringing it all together.
I'd like to thank I'd like to thank Senora Allen. She's an amazing mom to all of us. I love Spanish class. I'd like to thank Miss Honey. You made me an amazing writer, and I'd finally like to thank my mom, and she supported me through everything. So I love you so much, Mom. Mwah. O'ole.
Thank you, Mrs. O'Neill and Mrs. Weber, for always being there for me, and thank you all the coaches and my teammates for always encouraging me and pushing me to work harder. And thank you, Miss Honey and Mr. Sachi, for preparing me for all the academic stuff. And of course, thank you, Mrs. K and Mrs. Ponce, for all the fun and pain. And thank you, Mr. Nielsen, for making this year unexpectedly fun.
Thank you for all the teachers that have supported me in the past couple years that I've been here. Thank you for always being by my side. Thank you for my parents for always being there to support me and never giving up on me. And thank you for my little brother too. I'm gonna miss you next year, bro, so kill it in high school, and I know you'll do great things.
Thank you, Valley, for everything that you've done for me since I've been here these 2 years. Thank you to Miss Honey for teaching me so much and preparing me for college. Thank you to Daly for just always being there and being my on-school mama, and as well off campus. Thank you to all the friends that I made at Valley, and thank you to my parents and my sister and my older brother who supported me my entire time being here and into this next step of going into college. Love you all.
Thank you, Coach Lowell and Coach Fox, for all the gains. And thank you, Mr. Nielsen, for being the best teacher I never had.
I want to thank Ms. Fischel, my chemistry teacher last year, for being the amazing woman that she was. RIP. Also, I want to thank Miss O'Neill for always feeding me with my Turpy snacks and giving me extra time in class with Turpentine. I also want to thank Miss Weber for being the great history teacher that I never got to have. I also want to thank Ms. Valsey for being a great and loving teacher that I would always come to for food as well. And last but not least, I would love to thank Hannah Johnson for being the great woman that she is and the great young foxy girl that she was.
Thank you, Valley, especially for my family, for helping me through all of high school, for some amazing teachers I've had, Miss O'Neill, Casey Casperson, Mr. Drevich, and the amazing friends that I've made here who supported me all along the way, and you know who you are.
I'd like to thank Mrs. K, Mr. Sachi, Mr. I for being my favorite teachers on campus. And thank you, Mrs. K, for helping me do well on the AP exam. Also, I want to thank my parents for paying the school tuition. And also thank you, my senior class, for giving me an extended family. And I would thank everyone individually if I had time, but I don't have time.
Hey Valley, thank you so much for all the special years and everything that has happened. I just want to thank my parents for being my supportive rock. For my little brothers, step forward, do your best, and never give up. To my mom and dad, oh, I already said my mom and dad, but love you guys. And to Evan, thank you for all the years from preschool to Hannah and Marissa. You guys are the best. To everybody who I didn't name, I love you each individually. Just come ask me and I'll give you all your love. And then to Daly, Mr. Izeki, and Senora Allen, I love you all so much individually, and I'm gonna miss you each, and I'll come visit each time I'm around. Thank you for everything, and party hard, Valley.
I want to thank my parents for staying by me with everything I do, and for bringing me back here so I can finish my high school career. I want to thank my coaches, Mr. Walker, Coach Barnett, Coach Lowell. All you guys are inspiration to me, help me get by and continue to work hard. And I want to thank all my friends and everyone that always are there for me and help lift me up. And just a great year. So thank you.
Thank you to my parents for sending me here, and to all the teachers and my class for helping me. Shout out to Miss Mass, Miss Mario, Daly, and Megan for getting me here.
Thank you for all teachers that gave great care for me, and also special thanks to Ms. K, Mr. I, and Mrs. Shashi for all your guidance. Without you guys, I can't do it over the 4 years. And you know, I'll be missing you, and yeah.
Thank you, Valley, for the amazing 12 years. It's been a blast. Thank you to my family for allowing me to go here and supporting me throughout everything. And shout out to Julian. Have fun at high school.
Thank you, class of 2019.
Yay! Thanks, Mr. Walker, Mr. I, and Mrs. O'Neill for a good time in high school and dealing with
Us, just in general, all the time.
talking
and annoying you guys.
and lighting things on fire sometimes.
Thank you so much, Casey. I've loved having you as a teacher for these past 4 years, and I'm gonna miss you so much next year. We love you.
Love you.
Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you, Valerie.